Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our weekly Oracle and Tarot card reading. And this reading will be for the week of October 2nd to October 8th. And we're going to be using the very beautiful Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. And this is an absolutely gorgeous deck. Very, very beautiful artwork, amazing energy. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the week, we'll take a card from the top. We have the Six of Autumn. How appropriate, because it's autumn here in the United States. Middle of the week, Five of Spring. Okay, and the end of the week, we have Two of Autumn. So we have two autumn cards here. The energy is very synchronized with the cards I'm pulling here and the actual season that we're in. Six of Autumn, and it says, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. So here we are again with a financial theme, okay? And it is true. Whatever energy you put out there is the energy that's going to come back to you. Okay, I can't stress it enough how important it is to get our finances under control and to get our debt under control, because it could seem so, how could I say, so exhausting and so draining when you're feeling the burden of financial debt. And this card is telling me, when I look at this, it's saying borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Yes, sometimes we do need to borrow money to purchase things that are necessary. But are you purchasing something that's necessary, or are you just purchasing something, for the fun of it or for some temporary enjoyment? Think about it. The next time you hand over your credit card, or the next time you hand over some cash, realize you're going to have to work hard to pay that off. Is it worth it? Okay, so we want to examine where our money's going, if it's necessary. Okay, if not, we may want to cut back on some spending. We may want to start tackling some of these bills and repaying some of this debt so we could feel lighter and less burdened. And then the Five of Spring in the middle of the week is saying opposing gods arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. Okay, so it's like these fairies are in like a tug of war. Okay, so we may want to look out in the middle of the week for maybe people in the workplace, maybe people in our circle of friends, maybe somebody in our family, who's kind of, how could I say, doing a power play with us. There's a lot of competitive people out there, especially in the business world. I worked in a very competitive office that was downright cutthroat, and I just could not take that atmosphere or that energy any longer. And I'm so glad that once I left there, it felt like there was a huge brick lifted from my chest. This right here is saying you might run into some competition this week, okay? And there are people out there that will claw their way to the top. It may be someone, like I said, it doesn't have to be a work situation. It could be a group of friends. It could be a family member. But when I look at this, it's saying, differing opinions, okay? We're not going to all agree on everything. I don't expect you to agree on everything that I say or do. But I believe that, when people have differing opinions, they got to respect that. Respect the other person in their opinion. You may not agree with it, okay? But there's no reason to be disrespectful or name calling or fighting or arguing, okay? We're all different. We all have different beliefs. We all have different values. We all have different lifestyles. And just because someone lives different than you, it doesn't make them wrong, okay? So be on the lookout for someone who may try to be argumentative just because you don't go along with what they believe in or what their opinion is of something. And then the last card is the Two of Autumn, and beautiful fairy. And we have these orbs circling around. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And it's saying, bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs and exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, I guess she's juggling these orbs. And doesn't it feel like a juggling act most of the days? I mean, all week long. It's just like you get done with one thing and there's something else. Some of you out there might be working two jobs. Some of you out there might be working a job and going to school. Some of you out there may be trying to hold a career down and take care of children. Believe me, it never ends. I always say, like, I don't want to overburden myself with stuff, and I like to try to work at a slow, steady pace around here. But some days it's like such a juggling act where you got to keep all these balls in the air, just like this fairy. Life could get like very chaotic. So what this is telling me is, have fun. Okay, whatever it is, have fun. Um, don't take things too seriously, but acknowledge your responsibilities and things that, have to get done. Um, Stop for a moment and laugh at yourself if you have to. I'll tell you, my sense of humor is the only thing sometimes that gets me through the day. And if you could laugh at yourself, okay, then nothing's going to bring you down. So whatever it is, even if it's the drudgery of driving to work, turn on some happy music, sing, or do something fun while you're doing whatever mundane task it could be. Laughing is the cure all as far as I'm concerned. It lightens your mood, it keeps your vibration positive. So, this is telling you that, you're not alone juggling all those responsibilities and necessities of day to day life, but try to have some fun while you're doing it. I like to turn on music when I'm house cleaning, and I like to sing. Sometimes I might even dance around the room while I'm dusting to make the best of it because nobody enjoys house cleaning, but these are things that we have to do. These are, priorities to get by every day. There's things